G'day guys, Dave here from Boss Aluminium. Today we're here to have a look at the 4495 300 extension Jmacx kit. We're the only facility in Victoria that actually does this conversion because it's a specialised conversion. This is a rear winch cradle and tow hitch incorporated into one, and we actually were an integral part of the design of this. Jace asked me to create a rear winch cradle that would incorporate a tow bar, and we did that for the 6-wheel drive, and now basically it's across the whole range. So it's pretty cool to see a product that we designed running through a Jmacx product. I'll show you some of the features on the rear. We've got the chain plates or recovery points. The hitch, this is for a pin tool. This will fit a full-size winch in here as well. We've also got the ability to have Schrader valves on the rear here for your airbags. And then you can fit a Nitto fitting or any type of air fitting in there. And it's also ready to take Anderson plug and your flat toe plug as well, 12 pin. In the rear here, it's integrated in a basically 185 litre Brown Davis tank. So that's actually part of the design, is to make sure this tank fits properly, keeping it low and centre of gravity nice and low and giving you that extra capacity. We also can run the 110 auxiliary tanks under there, so giving you, probably 295 litres of fuel, which is pretty awesome. Over this side, you can see there's a Torque-It exhaust, 3.5 inch 304 stainless steel exhaust. That's been designed by Torque-It to run around over the top of the chassis because there's a new cross member, and down behind through here because there's coils. You can't run the original type of exhaust anymore. This is basically a 5-link rear end because it's got the 2 control arms and a panhard. Panhard's there to keep your diff sitting in the correct place for sideways impact. We've got the heavy duty coils in here with the Airbag Man coil helper, the poly bags in there if you have a look. There's a sway bar with heavy duty links. That's to keep the thing stable when you load it up, because this thing's got a 4495 GVM with 4-ton towing. You can carry some serious weight on it and you need to be stable, otherwise it's really dangerous. One of the other big advantages of the Jmacx kit is the diff. The diff is track corrected, that 100mm wider. It's also extremely strong because it's not just a pressed steel housing, it's a 6mm fabricated plate steel 350 grade housing with billet chromoly axles in there as well. One of the other advantages with doing pre-registration is we can do 35-inch tyres with a 4-inch lift, and that's fully certified and legal. All the testing's been done, brake, lane change, everything you need to have certified so that you know that it's safe. On top of that, it's upgraded braking system with a hydraulic brake booster, which basically, I would compare to like having 200 series brakes in a 79, which is usually not heard of. People sort of wonder how strong this chassis is. Well, we've got the Jmacx chassis here, and then we've got the original Toyota chassis, which was taken off to bring the whole new chassis in. So because of the application, this has to be upgraded. The 300 extension is built into the actual chassis you see here, so we're not having to cut underneath the cab as a traditional type of chassis extension and bring everything back. So it's actually part of it. If you come over here, you'll be able to see that it's coming down through the section that usually has a bit more, I suppose, flex, and runs up underneath and towards the cross front member. We have 2 options for shocks in this model. We've got the Jmacx XT shocks, which are revalved for this application, and then we've got King racing shocks as well, which are the premium remote res shocks that a lot of people go for. These shocks are still great. They'll do everything you want to, but when you're doing serious off-road and just pounding corrugations, that's where I suppose the remote res shock will come into its own, because it's a larger oil capacity and won't have a tendency to fade, and they are adjustable and fully rebuildable. So we're up front now. One of the parts of the kits is we upgrade to a Cat 6 indicator for the GVM. And also there's a few selections of tyres available, wheels and tyres. They need to be at least 1500 kilo rated. to be part of the kit. We also, this is a method rim, the NV312 I believe, and it's a neg 12 offset, and it has the highest rating of about 1665 kilos for a rim. They're a fairly new rim and they look awesome, and probably 80 or 90% of the kits we're doing are running these rims now, and I like them. If we have a look through here, you'll see that we're running the Jmacx radius arms, and the reason we run the radius arms, apart from being stronger, is once you go over 2 inches of lift, you can't get enough caster correction out of the bushes. So the new radius arms have the caster correction built into them, and they're incredibly strong as well. That's pretty much the 4495 kit. So not only can we go from a 4495 kit and even core conversions at 39 and 4200 and leaf diff versions, for guys who need more capacity, even again on 4495 and 4 ton towing, we've got the option for 6-wheel drives. Now that's a whole nother league again. We have the ability to go to a 5800 GBM with these and a 4.5 ton tow. These also can be spec'd to be on a 4495 GBM, which allows you to have a car license still with 4.5 ton towing. So that's pretty appealing to people who want to tour with bigger vans. When we go to a 5800 GBM, we also need to do an automatic transmission conversion as well, because it just becomes too much strain on that clutch. So yeah, this is basically a 3-inch lift with 33s on this build, and it's going to be running coil. We have the option to go full airbag in the rear, and yeah, just take a look. It's a piece of art. Basically, I think this is around our 7th or 8th 6-wheel drive that we've built. This customer has opted for the 185 rear tank, which is basically standard in these, but also a tank that we designed and built here with Brown Davis, who are basically just around the corner. We've got another 160 litre tank going in here, which drops down into the chassis, and that's a great option for, you know, basically more fuel so that you can do seriously long range driving. We're also putting a 100 litre water tank in the headboard, stainless steel for drinking, and this one will have a canopy and one of our Boss trays, and then they'll be taking a camper on the back of that. So that's pretty much the wrap on the 4495 build we're doing here. It is about to have a tray on it, and we'll probably have some more video of that. If there's any more information you'd like to know or more details, we are going to bring more in-depth videos out, especially with the Boss 4495 build, which is currently underway. If you want to know more information, give the sales team a call.